Hi guys, it's me Ez, and I'm here to do a quick tutorial on drawing expressive facial expressions on your characters. So it's expressive expressions. This one was requested by quite a few people, and yeah, everyone else had a bit of a problem not pronouncing it, but also just like expressive expressions. So what I'm gonna boil it down to is three, let's call them rules, that I like to use when drawing character expressions. First one is clarity, second one is asymmetry, and the third one is daring. It'll all make sense in a little bit. So let's first talk about clarity. I'm just gonna go to a black brush. When you draw a facial expression, you want it to be read fairly clearly. Sometimes I would even just draw an expression like this one, or I would start out with an expression like this one, so that it's very clear what you're going for. Let's do a third one. I guess we can do a person that's kind of sad. Just do a smaller mouth. These expressions are never gonna be seen as anything than what they are. They're not ambiguous in any way. Now, doing ambiguous, I guess I'll call it half and half, can be read either way. Expressions, that's fine. I kind of want to focus on your more expressive expressions. I'm trying to show you guys how to push expressions instead of being really subtle and artsy about it. That's clarity. Sometimes I really would just start with this, and if I were working in pencil, I would lighten this with a putty eraser and then go over it again. Now I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start drawing the features of the character, just like quick. And this character is gonna be a little bit bold. And now we're gonna go into asymmetry. So these expressions that I've drawn already, fairly symmetrical, but now I'm gonna push the asymmetry. So this eyebrow is going this way. I'm gonna change the angle of the other eyebrow so that it just looks a little bit different. So I'm gonna put a curve in this one. This one's gonna be a straight, and this one's gonna be a curve. And the idea behind it is human beings, when we develop in the womb, we develop asymmetrically. We recognize that asymmetry in other people, and we recognize them as human beings. The moment that something's too symmetrical, you kind of dive into the uncanny valley. Now I'm gonna start drawing things. So I'm gonna try and vary also the eyelids on this character. One eye is a lot more open than the other one. Noses tend to be pretty static, but you can do whatever you want with it. And then the mouth, I'm gonna do the asymmetry going up like that instead of, let me just undo and show you guys what it would, this would be great, but it's cooler to push it a little bit. So I would actually, because it's a very stern kind of expression, I would introduce some straight lines in here. That's just me being me. I'm drawing this character as if it's female, by the way. These lips are as thick as they are because I don't know. Hold on, I think it's gonna be way more clear if I just keep it to like one line. There you go, guys, sorry. Anywho, so there's kind of like an angry face. So instead of just being sort of an asymmetrical look, we go and add some asymmetry to it. Let's do another one. Let's do happy. Man, this character is having a great day today. Yee. Open mouth. And again, let's do some asymmetry. Let's just make sure that one eyebrow is lower than the other one. So this one's a little higher than this one. Again, trying to push, even if it's just subtly, pushing this corner of the mouth up a little bit. And then the last one is the sad face. Oh no, my character's having a bad day. Jeez, it sounded awful. Sorry guys, as I spoke like that, I just ruined this drawing up. Now I'm gonna do the next little bit, and that's called the daring. So what I mean when I say you have to be daring is whenever you want to make an expression that's quite expressive, like 8 out of 10 to 10 out of 10 to 11 out of 10, you have to take whatever you have created and push it. Whatever you've drawn, lighten it, go to a new layer, push it even further. And this is normally also a good point in time to go into more of a cleanup stage. So that's why I'm gonna be zooming in a little bit. Heck, I'll even take a smaller brush and really, really push this. I'm gonna add like extra lines to this one. I'm gonna increase the angle of this to go even more sharply down and more sharply up. Not by much, I guess. This is one time I'm maybe not doing it so much. I'm gonna push this eyelid up even more into kind of like a curve. I'm accentuating these curves that I have drawn. Then I'm gonna push this one by putting in lines, just crinkling up his nose. Even the nose over here is like, ugh. Okay, there we go. I think this guy looks pretty ticked off. What do you guys think? He is not happy about something. That ear placement, by the way, is very tragic. Please don't do that. You see, this one now kind of looks a little bit, I don't want to say deadish, but when compared to this more extreme one, by pushing, especially I'm noticing I pushed up this mouth and this nose area all around here quite a bit, and you end up with a far more expressive expression, you know. So the next one's gonna be the happy one. With this one, I'm gonna refine and push out this cheek a bit more, because your cheek kind of fattens up when you smile. This mouth is open enough. Sometimes I don't draw the mouths open enough in a happy expression, but I think this one's open enough. I think if I open up even more, it's just gonna look like he's ready to swallow us. This is a really nice attractive shape and everything, but what I would do then is just kind of add a bit of a curve here and really push the shape over here. Try to always have the eyebrows kind of have a flow into each other so that they feel not like a unit, because again that's a unibrow, but so that they feel sort of connected. This side feels a little bit too symmetrical to this side, so what I'm going to do is I'm rather going to go in, I'm going to lower this side of the mouth and keep this side of the mouth pretty much the same. The sad one, let's see what we can do with it. Let me just do the face real quick. Okay, face is gonna droop a little bit. So I'm not going to fatten up the cheeks or anything like that. There's no expression happening there. Let's do more of like a downward turn on the eyelids. Do some bottom eyelids that go down like this. Oh dear, I like that line, come back. And then use these eyebrows to form or shape the eyelids. Remember to always, your eyelids and your eyebrows can work together quite well. They can also work against each other in very interesting ways. Maybe that's something more for an eye drawing tutorial that I can do sometime for you guys. What's that saying that they have? Like, you're only as good as the last drawing that you did. I suck. Okay, so let's just sort of flip between these two again, just to show, maybe if I do this a little bit better, just to show how I've pushed each of these. So I've lifted the mouth here on this corner and made the nose a bit more wrinkly. I've added wrinkles here. This one goes down a little bit more. This one curves a little bit more. I've added more of a smile curve to the eyes over here. And I've added more asymmetry to the mouth like this. I hope I'm on the right layer. Everyone's got moments like this. I've done more of a downward curve on the eyes over here. I feel like I've pushed the curve over here a bit more and lifted this eyelid a bit so that it doesn't, copy the other one too much. And then I've sort of pushed this corner of the mouth up a little bit more. And then also in the case of just also pushing the way that these cheeks are moving. That's just how that's done. And this one doesn't really have much of a cheek going on because his face is drooping. Shoulders, as you can see, can go quite a ways as well to showing emotions, expressions. But these are really just quick tips and steps to follow for creating more expressive expressions for your characters. And yes, there's a chance of you going a bit cartoony, but I would always say, actually, I'm a pretty measured person in general, I suppose, if you guys can tell. I'm not. Rather push an expression too much than too little, because if you push it too much, you can always erase it and bring it back a little bit, versus creating this drawing and having a quote-unquote weak expression compared to what it could have been, and the end result just isn't as great. So try not to hold back. If you guys have any questions with regards to this, if you did not find this helpful at all because I made a mistake, just let me know, guys. I'm more than happy to address this again, do a two-parter or anything like that. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. Huge thanks to my charming and mega adorable patrons who helped make this video possible and help keep the lights on. So yeah, let me just go through the usual stuff. If you guys enjoyed watching this video and you learned something, please leave a like. It gives me an idea of how well I'm doing. The best thing you can do for the algorithm is just watch this video to the end, so thank you for doing that. I am Ezzy Moneyface absolutely everywhere, so if you want to follow me on Instagram, I'm at Ezzy Moneyface. If you want to watch my drawing live streams on Twitch, I'm Ezzy Moneyface. And if you want to support me on Patreon, I'm Ezzy Moneyface. Hopefully I'll catch you guys during one of my live streams, or I'll catch you somewhere else online or in the comments, but definitely reach out. I'd love to have a chat, love to hang out. I'd love to hear your thoughts on how this tutorial went and whether you have ideas for other tutorials or any specific questions. I'm totally here for that. So have a beautiful day, guys, and thank you for watching. Bye!